Hello. This presentation will be about the Safe Place to Learn Act, a new law which will address bullying in California schools. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you for your hard work in preventing and intervening when bullying occurs. Thanks to you, students, staff, and families in the Cajon Valley Union School District know that we stand up to bullying. California Education Code 234.1 requires school districts to adopt policy prohibiting discrimination, harassment, and bullying, to develop a process for receiving and investigating complaints of discrimination, harassment, intimidation, and bullying, and to ensure that students who report any of those behaviors are protected from retaliation, and that their identity or the reporting information is kept confidential as appropriate. As a part of the investigation process required by Education Code 234.1, all school personnel who witness acts of discrimination, harassment, or bullying must take immediate steps to intervene when it is safe to do so. Schools must investigate and resolve complaints within 30 days, and the documentation related to those complaints must be maintained for up to 3 school years. I'd like to take a minute and share with you the new definition per California Education Code 48900R for bullying. Bullying means any severe or pervasive physical or verbal act, including communications made in writing or by means of an electronic act. An electronic act might be an email, text message, posting to Facebook or another social media site. Bullying also includes sexual harassment, hate violence, or intimidation. In addition to being severe or pervasive behavior, to be considered bullying at this level, it must be behavior that may be reasonably predicted to have one or more of the following effects: placing a student in fear of harm to his or her person or property, causing a student to experience a substantially detrimental effect on his or her physical or mental health, causing a student to experience substantial interference with academic performance, causing a student to experience substantial interference with the ability to participate or benefit from school activities, services, or privileges. Now that's a pretty high standard for bullying. I know that you intervene when you identify students who aren't meeting our behavioral expectations, and I encourage you to continue doing so. The Safe Place to Learn Act requires that we document bullying when it reaches the level that's explained here as defined by Education Code 48900. Now I'm going to show you the form that you'll use to document this bullying. You'll use the bullying harassment documentation form. And some of the information that's collected here is fairly basic. Who reported it, when did it happen, who was involved, who are our potential targets, who may be behaving as a bully, and who are the student witnesses or adult witnesses to the incident. What type of bullying occurred? Where did it happen? What time of day did this bullying behavior occur? Now in this box at the bottom of the page, we ask you to describe the incident and include details about how the behavior was severe or pervasive, and then identify which one or more of those 4 behaviors could reasonably be predicted to occur based on the behavior that you observed. We'll ask you to document the steps that you took to intervene after it was safe for you to do so. We'll need you to identify, before you submit this to your administrator or supervisor, if there's any follow-up needed. Your actions may have resolved the situation, or you may need assistance from a supervisor in resolving the bullying behavior. And then there's a box at the bottom for whoever this has been referred to for follow-up to identify the actions that they've taken. As I said when I began, I'm so proud of the work that Cajon Valley staff are doing in letting students know that we don't tolerate bullying in our schools. As a reminder, and as we go forward, I encourage you to continue treating students and other staff and those we interact with respect and warmth, to work with your department, team, or school to develop clear rules and expectations for our students' behavior, be knowledgeable about the expectations at your site, and observant about what's happening in the areas that you supervise. Doing all this will allow us to create a safe and supportive environment for our students to learn.